as a leader in the locker room and on the team?
Yeah, I mean, DJ's always been a great leader. He's a set example kind of guy. He's going to go out and work his tail off every single day, give his best effort. So, he's kind of been huge for that D-line group, especially the whole defense. He's an older guy. Everybody looks up to him, and, he does a really great job.
Coach Saban mentioned you being on the leadership council. Just now that you're going into your second year in the program, do you feel a little bit more comfortable, like being more vocal and being that leader?
Yeah, definitely being able to speak up to the guys more. Spent the whole year here now. So I feel like I earned the guys' trust, being able to speak up more, let them know what I see is wrong, how things are supposed to be ran, and holding guys to a standard. I feel like I could have done that a better job last year, being able to speak up and say things when it's wrong, it's wrong. And there's a standard here, and, I'm going to hold that standard every single day.
Hey, Henry, you guys are going to have to – sorry.
Oh, that was fine.
You're fine. You guys are going to have to replace Christian. What goes into having a good partner there beside you at the will linebacker position? Yeah. And what are you looking for, I guess? What do you need, I guess, in having a partner at that position?
Definitely when you play linebacker, there's two guys in there, and you guys got to be able to have a bond. And, as a linebacker, we call it moving on a string. You do something, I do something. So we're going to move together. So being able to have that relationship, not only on the field, but off the field, getting to know the guy, whoever's next to me, being able to play as fast as we both can, is kind of what we're looking for. So it's kind of huge.
Yeah. So you guys got some transfers this year, kind of like yourself a year ago.
Yeah.
Have you given advice to guys like Eli or Jameer? And just, if you haven't, what advice would you give them?
Definitely. I talk to Eli a lot. Just tell him to come and do work. He comes up to me, asks me a lot of questions about how I did it, how the transition was for me. I just told him just come in and work. Never change who you are, but be able to adapt to the culture that's here. It's a culture that's set, and be able to follow that culture. So that's kind of the little advice that I gave him.
Along those lines, that you came in a year ago, you've been here before, you've been recruited, you played here against Alabama. What was the thing that you learned the most that you didn't know about this place in the year that you've been here?
Definitely the hard work that comes within this place, that comes within this building. It kind of reminds me of my high school. I played at De La Salle High School, and it's a tradition, it's a culture. So that's obviously one of the huge things that I learned here was the hard work, the grind that goes in every single day. It's not something you just wake up and, Alabama's going to be good every single day. No, it's definitely the hard work, the dedication, practice, film. And obviously our coach is doing a tremendous job of, preparing us to be the best that we can.
Henry, I don't know how much the Alabama-Tennessee rivalry was stressed when you were at Tennessee, but was there any kind of pushback anywhere but Alabama?
Obviously that rivalry is huge, but, I ultimately made the decision for myself and my family to be able to, succeed in life on and off the field.
You mentioned that chemistry earlier. How big is it getting Jalen Moody back? And are you kind of you have a little bit of a head start on a bond with him? Have you been able to work with him at all?
Yeah, definitely. Me and Moody have a really, really close relationship. Me and him's always been tight ever since I got here. He was one of the other guys that bring me in as a brother. So me and Moody's close. We've been working a lot with each other during this off season, especially during the spring. Being able to talk to each other, ask each other what we see, what he sees. And not only me and him, but the whole entire linebacker group. We do a great job of sitting down together, figuring stuff out, trying to figure out a way to be the best that we can and be the best linebacker corps in the country.
You mentioned Eli a minute ago. Just what are your earlier impressions of him and what he can bring to this defense?
Definitely talented. He works really, really hard. Ever since he came in day one, he wanted to learn. He wanted to work out in the weight room 24/7, wanted to get off field work. He's in the training room 24/7. So whenever I'm in there, I see him in there. So it's the little things like that you kind of take note of players like that and know that he's going to be a good addition to the program.
Was there a moment when you got here that was like that light bulb moment where it was like the memory you have of like, this is, what Alabama is?
Definitely fall camp. Fall camp is really, really hard. It's demanding, especially here. You do so much, you work so hard, you train so hard, and the coaches demand so much with you. So that was probably one of those moments where it's like, yeah, it's Alabama.
you and Jalen are obviously the older guys in the inside linebacker room, but just what have you seen from the young guys and their, I guess, acclimation to the group?
Yeah, I mean, we got a lot of young guys in the room, but they do a great job. They're understanding the defense, and that's one thing about here is being able to, understand what your job is, what you're supposed to do, how it's supposed to be done, and then now doing it to the best of your ability. So our young guys are doing a great job of that, especially in our room. Across the defensive board. So I think they're honing in, taking the counsel that we're giving them as older guys. So I think they're doing a really, really good job.
Okay, we're going to finish up with Steven on Zoom. Go ahead, Steven. You can unmute.
Henry, just going back to you were saying how hard it was, last season to try to speak up and be more vocal. At times, what makes that hard when you're the new guy coming in and you want to address something? But what made that hard for you?
Anywhere you go, anywhere in life, you have to be able to gain the trust of people. And trust is a huge thing in life. So obviously being able to, have the guys around the team trust me, trust my word that I'm going to do what I'm supposed to do, that I'm going to be a leader. It's something that I wanted to gain with the guys last year. But now that I know it, that they trust me and, love me, be able to, speak up. And when I see something's wrong, be able to tell them.
All right, Henry. Thanks for your time.
Appreciate it.
Guys, just a real quick housekeeping for everyone on Zoom. I've mentioned to people in the room, but we will move coaches' media availability